Hello, I am Ming Kim from Keris. In this lecture, ICT use in education in Korea or in anywhere in the world. The major services being offered by the Korean Ministry of Education probably encompasses all the possible ways to help students, teachers, and school staff members and parents as well. Certain services are possible in a fancy way due to the infrastructure that is only possible in Korea. But I do believe that in a similar form and type can be accessible and operated with appropriate technology and infrastructure. Let me first narrate the major ICT used in education services offered by the Korean Ministry of Education and public sector. And I want you to think of what kind of similar services are in operation in your country. In Korea, the most well-known and having longest history in educational portal service is called EduNet, and it has been utilized as a national teaching and learning center for teachers and students up to now. EduNet was renewed as EduNet T-Clear, which stands for Teacher Curriculum, Learning, Evaluation, and Activity Resources, as you can guess from the naming. This comprehensive educational portal houses other four major services: T-Clear, Digital Textbook, eHakseopteo, and Widurang. EduNet covers from grade 3 to 12, and its content is directly connected and contextualized with national curriculum of Korea, which means teachers and students log into the portal and they can teach and learn according to the curriculum and syllabus. From the beginning of 2000, our government started a research about the future education and future textbook. Digital textbook is a teaching and learning material which contains various learning resources on top of the paper-based textbook, dictionaries, assessment items, linked data, encyclopedia, and so on. We try to overcome the limitations in paper-based and conventional textbook using digital textbook. Of course, current digital textbook has, due to technology shortcomings, the size is too big, and we need quite recent digital device to run and operate it smoothly. With digital textbook, our students will be able to do self-directed learning. What do you think is the difference between the e-textbook or EPUB book and digital textbook? Let us study more in detail next lecture. When we developed digital textbook, we had to divide tasks. The yellow part was supervised by Keris, providing standard and guidelines in development of digital textbook and consultation as well. Then had to provide technical support with operation examinations in its certification process. For the distribution, Keris had to transfer digital textbook online, to manage the platform, to support material development, to give teacher training how to use digital textbook, to test the effectiveness of using digital textbook, and to select pilot school using digital textbook in order for the national level dissemination. As you can see, due to the very strong national curriculum, we have two kinds of textbooks: Ministry of Education authorized and Metropolitan and Provincial Offices of Education certified textbooks. And the digital textbook follows the same production and certification process with the paper-based ones. eHakseopteo is online learning space in literal translation from Korean to English, and it is understood as a cyber learning system in Korea. The four areas or major services of EduNet T-Clear are intertwined online to take advantage of each other. eHakseopteo uses integrated service platform to accommodate LMS, LCMS, and evaluation items management. In eHakseopteo, the users can search data not only in EduNet T-Clear and digital textbook, which is public service, but they can use YouTube, EBS as well. For the authentication, we utilize the commercial services such as Naver, a Korean version of Google, Kakao, a Korean version of WhatsApp. Another service is called Widurang, which is online learning community. Teachers can create online classes for their students and ask them to join the created classes and provide assistance to those who are in need of understanding the lessons they could cope up with. Using this online learning community, teachers can provide consulting. Teachers and students can post the news and create portfolio of their teaching and learning activities. Now I move on to the education administration system, NICE. In other countries, it is known as EMIS, Education Management Information System. NICE stands for National Education Information System. 560,000 teachers, 140,000 school staffs, 5.5 million students, and 11 million parents, and all teaching and non-teaching members of universities are key clients of NICE. By using this unified administration system, all educational organizations can easily exchange the data and save the time and cost for handling administration affairs. Disclosing education administration information using NICE make it possible to disseminate educational data in accordance with educational needs and enhance the communication between home and school. Another educational administration system is EduFine, which is National Accounting Management System that handles budget, income, expenses, and settlement in all educational entities to secure transparency and reliability. This EduFine system is the largest accounting management system in Korea, with an income of $78.8 billion and expenses of $71.6 billion as of 2018. Using this system, we can plan, check, evaluate where our educational budget is spent, most needed, and transferred. Now for the higher education. In order to support researchers, university students, professors, and others in Korea who belong to universities and research institutes, we collected metadata from the university libraries and research institutes and made a research information sharing system. All the domestic university libraries joined this system, and foreign research databases such as NII of Japan, British Library, and others are connected as well. About 1.5 million people visit monthly on average. We provide 88 million academic articles, both at home and abroad. This is somehow similar service with scholar.google.com, but more popular in Korea than Google. Not only for the higher education, but also for lifelong education, Korean Open Courseware, KOCW, was launched in 2007. Similar to the open lectures from MIT, Harvard University, this is free and open online lecture service, and this allows our citizens to utilize university lecture materials for their learning at their convenience. Up to now, more than 200 domestic universities and public organizations join this service and provide more than 12,000 courses.